you own a Corvette, you got money.
No, I don't though.
He needed another daily because his daily broke down.
So he bought a fucking Corvette.
Typically, people buy a Honda.
I didn't go out and my brother just had like a Corvette laying around. Okay.
You're fucking rich, dude.
You're rich. Your whole family's rich.
No, okay, so I just.
Here we go.
It's okay, bro. Chill. It's not that serious.
Something about drinking a challenge just tastes a whole lot better.
But honestly, though, look at us and look at y'all.
Welcome back to the Stanley Only Boys podcast. It's your boy Kelvin.
Yo, this is your boy Kelvin.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Kelvin. Feliz Cinco de Mayo, everybody. Man, let me introduce Classic Performance Swap hosting. This will be out after, but I know you had a great time at the Classic Fest Festival. April 29th, which will be past that, but welcome to the show, Miles. How you doing today, brother?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Yo, first of all, a lot of fun that we had at the festival. We were there. Great time.
Amazing.
So, dope. One of the things you got, actually, real quick, salud, dog. Let's take this. Cheers.
Cheers.
Feliz Cinco de Mayo.
Viva
Cheers.
Mexico, puto.
Viva Mexico.
Cheers to a great car show.
That's good.
That's smooth.
Yeah,
Wow.
it wasn't bad.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking so good.
God, so hey, too bad we don't have Eek the Freak here giving us a Mexican
Cinco de Mayo
facts.
Oh, that's funny that you mentioned it. E, can you please come in?
Cinco de Mayo, Miles, please, can you tell the
history of
Cinco de Mayo?
Aside from the tacos and getting drunk.
So, I mean, that's usually what we do. You know?
I heard, well, the actual was what? Boy, they beat the French, right? We beat the French?
Yeah, it was like a battle. They won a battle.
We're outnumbered to beat the French.
Because people think it's like an Independence Day thing,
No,
but it's not.
that's September, right?
September, yeah.
September.
Well, the thing is, and it's pretty much whenever Canelo fights Cinco de Mayo or Mexican Independence Day.
That's crazy.
I swear, that's his schedule, dude. But anyways, man, so can you tell the people what it is, what you do?
So at Classic Performance, we basically we get older vehicles. For the most part, I'd say 80, 90% of the work we do is going to be into an older truck, an older car.
How old are we talking? Like a 2006?
I mean, the latest so far that I've done is like a 50s models truck.
50s. 1950s.
1950s. We put a 2000 and up motor into it, and it runs great. So, I mean, basically, we're putting electric fuel injection motors into like classic cars, making them more reliable, you know, upgrading brake systems, gauges, lighting, wiring, a little bit of everything. You name it, we do it. So,
do people feel away sometimes? They're like, oh, you're ruining it by putting an electric like shit inside a car that's supposed to be a classic.
So I'd say that there is a lot of people that are still behind on, you know, the motor stuff. The small block Chevys, they're gone. The LS is changing the game. Right now, on a lot of the swaps that we're doing, if people can, like, you know, drive nice, you're getting like 20 miles per gallon or better on these swaps that I'm doing.
To drive nice, drive the legal limit.
Yeah,
right.
Like as in they're staying out of the throttle
Right.
and they're driving it
So,
normal.
Okay, LS. I hear this thrown around a lot. LS. What is an LS swap, or what is?
So an LS is a type of
Ex-girlfriend?
style. Girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend.
Lindsay Sarah.
Yeah.
Lindsay Sarah. Sorry, George's it's Cinco de Mayo. He's drunk. Don't listen to him.
It's a series of motors that GM produced. And LS were technically in like the Camaros, the F-body stuff. So Corvettes would get them. But the whole LS, it's the same style of motor, but it evolved into, you know, everybody was calling that. They're not all, they're LM7s, they're L99s. They're different series, but I guess you could say the nomenclature is LS now to, you know, all
to
of
where
them.
like they kind of like, it's like generalized, like a broad term.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
okay.
not necessarily all of them are LS based, where they're LS based because the block stays the same, but they're different names, series for each year.
So it's different series of motors.
Correct.
Right. So there's just all different motors. Like literally when you say LS swap, you're talking about just a different motor for
Yeah,
another
it's
motor.
like a broad from like 99 to 2012, you know, that's the LS. And then it moves on to the LT stuff, which is a whole different, you know, animal on that side as well.
Got you, brother. So, before we get too much more into this car stuff, man, let's get a little bit more about you. So, Miles, I remember you told me. So, I met you back in high school. We had weight training together.
Yep.
I was putting up mad fucking weight then too, dog.
450
You know what I'm
on the
saying?
bench press.
Easy. And but so I remember you told me this story about your name, and I don't know if it was true or not, or what you told me. Miles?
It might have been bullshit then.
Okay, what was it?
So in high school, you have to throw a couple lies in there just to
Exactly,
make yourself a
you
little
got
bit more
to.
interesting, bro.
So the story goes, when my brother was born, he's a year and a half older than me. My mother, she was obviously trying to, not have another baby because he was still young. I was
an accident.
Yeah. And she actually, I know it's, I was not supposed to happen basically. And it just kind of, she was real sick and stuff like that. And I was a milagro baby, you could say, right?
Right. Okay. That's what I remember you saying.
Yeah. So, that's how it came. I guess my godfather, would call me Milagros, and they kind of shortened it to Mile. And how Miles came about was, backpacks, high school. Everybody wanted their name on their backpack.
Oh, you put yours.
And I put Miles like
Miles.
But I added an S as in that was my backpack, and it just kind of stuck.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's how
Miles.
that happened. It just came and it stuck, and then now everybody knows me as Miles.
I don't know your real name. What's your real name?
I don't know.
Write it out. Now keep that secret, dude. Like Batman,
you should
like Bruce Wayne.
never reveal it, dog. Never reveal it.
No.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but nobody, hardly anybody. But my name is Manuel.
Oh, that's what it is, Manuel.
Manuel. Yeah. So a lot of people just
I know an Emmanuel.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy's a piece of shit.
That's not me.
Yeah, I know two of them, and they're both pieces of shit. So get that one, dude.
Figure out what two I'm talking about.
Yeah. Hopefully, don't have to eat mine.
Well, okay. So Milagro, and then growing up, I mean, are you like every other, Mexican kid that was out there holding the flashlight for their dad and like fucking.
You know what's crazy? What's crazy is my dad was never big onto the automotive stuff.
Really?
It was actually, I seen it through my uncles and stuff, and I was always interested. Like I was.
Did your uncles make fun of your dad for that shit too?
Well,
any time like I have an uncle that's like not big on any of that stuff, and God, I used to hear my dad and my uncles giving him hell, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, tu marica, ¿qué vas a cambiar esto? Tu esposa va a cambiar esto? Whatever, blah, blah.
So actually, I was just really drawn into it since I was younger. I remember 8, 9 years old. I was uncles changing oil, changing brakes and stuff like that. And I was, sitting there just watching. Just sitting there watching, and it just always my interest always grew from there. So technically, I've worked on vehicles since I was younger. But again, my dad was never that big into it. He would actually pay my uncles to do it.
Yeah.
So you were always into cars, like as a kid?
So I started going and trying to learn. My parents did like go talk to this guy, a mechanic, and they wanted me to go and train with him. I was 14 years old, and the laws here, this guy that I went to actually, he did like lawyers from this, here in Dalton. He was doing like big people here that working on their cars, and one of them actually worked for the. He had something to do with the labor board here in Dalton. I don't know if it was Dalton or in Georgia, but he told the mechanic, he's like, hey, I don't know if you're paying him or not, but you may want to wait till he's at least of age where he can. Well, that kind of screwed my shit up because
fucking the labor law fucking ops pulled up.
I know, man.
I mean,
sometimes these kids want to work.
Yeah,
right? they want to be in that.
They do it by their own choice.
Yeah. So
all these kids in my basement sewing on sewing machines, they're here because they want to be here, right?
I give them juice boxes and shit.
Yeah, you think I bought them from Malaysia for no reason?
Yeah, so I mean, it's it kind of sucked at the time because I was really excited about doing it. Going and learning from the guy. He was a big mechanic. He was doing like really cool stuff, general repair stuff. But I mean, still, it was really interesting to me at the time. And it just kind of, I went in that Monday morning, he hit me with that, hey, I'm gonna have to let you go.
Damn.
Got fired when I was 14.
That's crazy. Most people don't have a job by that age.
Yeah.
You already been fired from a job.
So how old were you whenever you first, pulled or did the first swap?
So actually, you know what? On my first swap, I did it on my personal truck. It was maybe, now granted, I had been working on cars already, but the whole LS swap thing was like, oh, I want to do that. At the time, I really couldn't afford it. It was expensive. It still is. It's expensive to do. But it was probably about 5 years ago when I first started. I went and bought my motor for my boy Chris Light.
Chris Light.
Yeah, he's always helped me out as far as that goes. He's a good how do I say it? He's always pushed me to do better. You know? So he's the one that actually I bought my first motor from him 5 years ago, and it's just kind of grew. So here we are.
And so did you know, like, all throughout like high school, you're like, oh, as soon as I graduate, I'm doing something with the mechanics, or did you have any other thoughts of like what to do for a living? So,
one of the things throughout high school, I've always dreamt of having my own shop where I could go in and, I was like, I want to do this and that. But it was always like my thoughts were general repair. Now I don't do really, I could do it, but I don't do general repair.
Like someone that like just whatever dents their car door. Hey, can you fix this?
Yeah, well, what I mean by general repair is like, hey, my light's not working, brakes are out. I do it, but it's
like,
not
now bring me some big shit. Let me change your whole fucking motor and put it in this fucking mini coupe right here.
Yeah, like the guys, we want to do the fun stuff, superchargers, turbos, stuff like that, cam swaps. Just with one of my brothers, we just got done working on one of his cars. It was a few weeks worth. It was a hassle, but we got it done. And that's what we like to do. Not necessarily the basic oil change crap.
Yeah. No, something that's actually fun.
Yeah.
Exactly. But the general repair stuff pays the bill, so you have to do that stuff, right?
Yes, there is a certain amount of stuff that we have to take in. Brake work, the oil changes, as much as I hate them. But that does, like you said, that does pay the bills. It's for the most part, that keeps the lights on. Yeah,
because I don't know shit about cars, bro. I go to a mechanic, I'm like, yo, I'm driving it, I just was like, tuku, 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 tuku.
I'm like, but was the radio on? That just might have been here. That sounded like some damn bullshit.
Yeah, you're literally playing Bad Bunny, so that's why that's happening. But man, I don't know shit about cars. Like I go to the mechanic and they told me it's gonna be fucking $100,000 to fix something. I'm like, okay, I guess
I gotta do that.
I guess I'm paying that shit.
Next time, come see me because I'll take that $100,000.
I don't know shit, bro.
I'll do you one better. I'll do $95,000.
You know what I hate about going to the mechanic, dude? Every time you go to the mechanic for one thing, they find another fucking thing. Yes. It's like, yo, mind your fucking business, bro. So I came here for brakes.
So it goes both ways, though, right? Just think about it. You go and you get two different customers. There's always the one that wants to do, let me know what's wrong and I'll do it. In other words, they just want to do that certain, hey, my brakes are fucked up, that's all I need.
That's me, bro. I don't give a fuck if the engine is coming apart, bro.
Well, the tire's about to fall off. I don't go do your brakes.
You're gonna die,
I'm not
probably.
Here for that, brother. I'm not here for that.
So it's a liability. It's a liability issue. You when it you got to at least let the customer know, hey, your tire is about to fucking fall off.
Yeah, if you don't, the customer can like try to sue too.
Yeah, so it's you got to be careful.
Yeah, but it definitely comes like that way. I remember like just taking like my car, whatever, an oil change, and then just hearing, hey, could the owner of a white Jeep Lamborghini fucking Jeep, and I'm like, oh fuck, dude. It was a Jeep Patriot, whatever. Sorry,
Lamborghini.
It's a collab.
We LS swapped this,
dude. But they do charge you more depending on the car that you have, though.
There is the rates do change.
Why is this? Because it's
because like this nigga got money. We know he does.
So no, not necessarily. Just think about that's one thing. That's number one. And then you get a BMW. Like we worked on this BMW the other day. We did an axle change, right? There's so much bullshit that is unnecessary.
Germans, dude.
Yeah, the German. They just their engineering is like they have 30 brackets holding one
and
line.
Like 6 coffee makers under there for no reason.
So it's just literally more work.
They come with Keurigs. Yeah, really.
So it's Washington's too.
It's just literally more things you have to do for certain models.
It takes longer. There is a lot more stuff involved with it. It's you get a LS based like Tahoe or something like that. It's simple. It's straight to the point. As in like Silverados and stuff. They have the necessary stuff that they need, but nothing extra. BMW, too much.
Yeah, when I call the mechanic to get something done, especially on I have a Corvette.
Mm-hmm.
What year is it? Oh, he wanted it. He's actually wondering if he could be in the classic, but I don't think
No, I don't want to.
It's vintage.
Well, what year is
it's
it?
2001. 2001 doesn't count as a classic.
So it's not necessarily just for classics.
Okay.
It's open to everybody, right? That's just
So I can pull up in there with my mom's minivan.
Definitely. As long as you pay that fee.
I'm here for this money, brother. But yeah, man, when I call, like, I remember I just got the brakes changed on it like a couple months ago, and I remember like them calling me, and I'm trying to call a couple places to get like a rate or whatever. Yeah. And every time it'd be like, "What kind of car?" And I'm like, "Corvette." And then I'm like, "Here they go. I know they're gonna tax me for it, dude." It's almost like I want to tell them it's a different car, and then just pull up in the vet.
So you need to pull up with your New Balance shoes, and just give them the keys. Let them do it. I mean, we know you got the money.
You have to pull up in New Balances?
You got a Corvette. We know you have the money.
Oh, no, he's just saying, like, pull up hella white because you got money.
Okay.
If you own a Corvette, you got money.
No, I don't, though. I only bought the vet for like, I think it was like 13
Tell him why you bought
his
the
car
vet,
was
though.
broken down, so he needed
So
something to drive.
he bought a whole ass fucking Corvette. That's the most money thing I got.
Yeah, exactly. He's got money.
He needed another daily because his daily broke down.
So he bought a fucking Corvette.
Typically, people buy a Honda.
Yeah, I'm saying. You get a
Nah,
passport.
It was a lot. I didn't go out, and my brother just had like a Corvette laying around. Okay.
You're fucking rich, dude. You're rich.
Your whole family's rich.
No, okay, so I just
That's laying around.
See, I grew up with Hondas.
Yeah.
I might have moved up to a 70s truck, but still, Hondas is what I can afford.
I don't know how to tell this story without sounding worse, but I drive a Hyundai. That's like my daily driver, right? Hyundai Tucson. Very reliable, actually.
2021.
Okay, that's actually my favorite car over the Corvette, believe it or not.
So the Corvettes, I mean, they ride it a little rough.
Bro,
they're sports cars.
You have to like
ass on the ground, bro.
out of
My
that
fat ass
bitch?
can't get
Dude,
up out of it.
that's insane.
Like I used to have a Charger, and I thought that was tight, right? And I was like, yo, this is like the smallest car I'm ever gonna get. I sat in the passenger seat of the Corvette. Dude, I fucking felt like I was like all squished up,
like a burrito.
and then like to get out, dude, I had a fucking roll out. Like I could because it's so low to the ground, you can't even have nothing to do.
Tuck and roll, dog.
It's like that episode on Family Guy where Peter has to roll down the hill.
Yeah,
rolling
I was
out.
just rolling. I was like, fuck, dude.
So what were we saying, Kelvin?
So I had the Hyundai, and I forgot to put oil in the car. Like I forgot to get the oil changed, right?
But tell him it didn't mark though,
So I never, no light came on or anything like that. But it was like 3,000 miles over the oil change, right?
Yeah.
Only 3,000.
Yeah, like 3,000 over. So like 3,000, then 3,000.
My
So
question to you is,
6,000.
how many times did you go over 3,000 miles? Because one time won't do it.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean,
It might have been several times.
yeah, I don't know, man. It just started like freaking out. It started making sounds and shit. And
what
then
it sounds like.
it was like that, man. It was like
It's insane.
I swear, bro. So I take it to the mechanic, and they tell me like, "Oh yeah, your engine bottomed out, right?" And I'm like, "Yo, tell me that shit in English, because I don't know what the fuck that means."
English, please.
Yeah. And they're like, "No, your shit's all fucked up." And I was like, "All right, cool." So then I called Hyundai because I still had like warranty on the like 100,000 miles or whatever.
The bumper to bumper. And
Yeah, but it was COVID, so they like, oh, it's gonna be a while to get it fixed. So me and my brother literally drove it all the way. I think it was like to.
And this is why I was making the noise and all that shit.
Yeah, because we called Ringo and they were like, "Oh, we don't honor that warranty. You have to go to one that was like close to Atlanta, like Marietta." So we literally drove it like with like engine blown out all the way to fucking Marietta. Dude.
fuck it all up.
Yeah, we
might as well.
Yeah.
Get a whole new one.
But then I didn't have a car, and then my brother at the time, well, he still sells cars. He like buys cars and sells them.
So you left the car at Marietta.
In Marietta, yeah.
And then what they were like, okay, we'll fix it.
Yeah, like we'll fix it, but it's gonna be a while because it was like everything was like on back.
Yeah, you typically
order.
have to order the engines and get the parts.
Okay,
get it
okay.
approved.
Most places like give you like a little like loaner car.
A lot of them do. Yeah, when it's a newer car.
Yeah, really? Like
They gave me one.
Yeah.
They gave me one at the end. You remember, like the last 2 weeks, they gave me one.
Yeah, because whenever like back in 2014, I had bought a 2014 Silverado, and the computer
What
went
a
out.
2014 and 2014. You rich as shit, dude.
I mean, I was 21. I had a good job, I was trying to fucking flex out here. No, I fucking hate it. I regret it now. I wish I never bought a brand new car.
Yeah.
But the computer went out, so like that shit, like it would only hit like 25 miles an hour, and like it wouldn't go out more than that.
That's crazy.
So then I had to take it to the dealership. It took like fucking 3 months, but they put me in an Impala, a fucking Explorer, a Tahoe. Like they just swapped me out of cars like every 2 weeks until I got it fixed.
Like, yo, George rich as shit. Nigga got a new car every
We
week.
want every week.
So then you had to leave it there at Marietta.
I left them in Marietta, so I didn't have a car to drive. And then my brother was like buying and selling cars at the time. And then he was like, I was like, can I just use a car in the meantime? He was like, sure. He said, just go to my house. The keys are here and here, whatever. And he had like 3 or 4 cars outside. And then
was that Dominic?
and then
Dominic trying to live it up?
he was buying and selling them though. And then he was like,
You still got money, man. You're still rich.
You still gotta own them before you sell them.
You gotta buy them. That's the first thing. Dude.
Yeah. But yeah, then he was like, just get whichever, it doesn't matter. So then I went and I got a key.
What did you have to choose from?
It was like
good question.
It was like it's an M3. He had the vet. He had I think he had another M3.
See, you got 2 M3s and a Corvette in the driveway.
Yeah.
You got money.
You're doing something right, brother.
Yeah.
That or selling drugs.
Yeah, no, he's doing both actually. He got money. He got money from selling drugs.
Okay.
But anyways, so then he calls me like a couple hours later. He's like, "Oh, which one did you get?" And I was like, "Obviously, the fucking Corvette." Dude. So, and then I had it in my house for like a week, and then he finally found somebody to buy it. And I was like, "Man, fuck it, I'll just buy it off of you. You know, I'll give you whatever the guy's gonna give you." So then I bought it.
You liked it.
I liked it, but I also needed a car at the time.
It was more necessity.
Yeah, and it wasn't a bad little car.
It was a
to walk
crazy
around.
necessity that he chose, though. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I had to come clean, man. I'm the one that was gonna buy it. So me and Elvis scammed you, dude.
That's what it was.
They forced you to buy it.
They put some pressure on him.
Yeah.
I have to take it back, dude. So unless you're gonna buy it,
Better put some gas in it before you return it.
all right, man.
Bro, it's hot as fuck in here, bro.
Really?
It's hot as
Feel
fuck
all right.
in
It's
here.
probably that hot ass poncho.
Dude, what's the last time you tricked out your car, dude?
Oh,
Like, what's something you've done to your
dude,
car?
I recently, bro. I took it, got it vacuumed and shit. I swear to God.
Is there anything that you think you got to get fixed with it?
Oh, there's a lot of shit. But before we get into that, dude,
Well,
let's
that's
get
funny
into this.
because
So you want to be a player, but your wheels ain't flying. You got to hit us up to get a pimped out ride.
You were a step ahead of me.
Damn right.
Okay, we're gonna let this.
You let the whole thing, right?
We're
What's
gonna
going
do
on?
that whole thing, dude. We're gonna copyrighted fucking so fast.
what's going on? It's your boy K.A.L. Big, and today we're here with Adan
Hey,
Ramos.
what's going on with your boy Griffin? Oh,
he drives.
We're not doing the intro.
Yeah, he drives a 1997. What do you drive?
Chevy love.
Jeep Cherokee.
1997. That's just in 2015, dude. At least, dude.
And we're here to pimp your ride, brother.
04 Jeep Patriot.
Anyways, what are we doing?
We're gonna show you some of these cars that have showed up on the show.
Show me?
Show him.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen the show MTV Pimp My Ride with Exhibit, but it's responsible for culture actually in the car world. So we're gonna show you some of these tricked out rides, and you kind of give us your
Opinion on them.
But like today, with this fly right here.
No.
That.
No, go back to the other one. Go back to the first one.
So that's
The paint job. What the paint job look like on that?
It looks like somebody's heart rate.
I think that
it does.
You know what? Literally, I just saw this episode, dude. Don't ask me why I was watching me on ride, like just chilling by myself. But
He's an EMT.
the lady that drives this is like an EMT. So like, we're gonna make your whole thing.
Oh, it's like a CAT scan in the back.
So they used to do some ghetto shit.
Yeah,
they
bro.
really did.
What do you think about that?
They put a whole CAT scan in the back of that
That's
shit.
insane.
But it was just with speakers and televisions.
So I could just think like if you're actually like if your job is being like whatever like a CAT scan person, you definitely don't want your fucking car to look like this.
Like I don't want to think about work every fucking.
I don't know if you guys have ever been in one, but I'm sure it sucks to be in that. You know.
I heard it.
Yeah,
I heard
why would you
want to be there?
Yeah.
just claustrophobic as
And the
fuck.
thing is,
Yeah.
now you have no
You're scared
back
of Santa
seats.
Claus.
You're gonna be like, you only got.
The homie's just laying down.
You're just like-
you're going anywhere. Just lay down. Just lay down.
They're
in the
just like,
back.
I'm like, oh, we're trying to go on this trip, but the only one with any fucking room, put a goddamn CAT scan machine in the back of his fucking truck,
Bouncing
dude.
around because they don't even know straps on it.
All right, show us the next one. Anyway, smash though.
Okay, well this one looked like shit, but then let's see the before picture first. All right,
Very
all right.
average.
Yeah. But they got some money.
Oh, this
though.
is Japanese.
Oh, they
base.
switched out the emblem, bro. That's some real 2005 shit right there.
Oh, you got a video that
Oh
comes with
shit!
it?
Oh, little bouncing truck.
Yeah, why would you want that?
Why would you want that?
Look, Exhibit knows he's done some dumb shit.
Oh no, she rapping. She rapping on that.
What do you think about that?
That's crazy. I mean, why? What's the point of that?
I
don't get it.
I have no idea. What do you think about the car though? Overall,
I mean, the car, it's kind of ugly in my opinion.
that's very ugly. man.
Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't drive that.
They put the
I'd
little
probably have to sell
rhinestones.
that
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
buy me a bicycle.
Yeah, that's
What do you think that car is now?
Probably in the junkyard.
Hey, so one of the things I had heard about this actual, the Pimp My Ride stuff that the people were getting their cars repoed afterwards.
They had to pay for all that shit?
Yeah, like so they were like, saying that it was free and this and that, but I don't think it really was. It was actually just like it was for the show, and then people were out afterwards having to pay it back, or they would, they would take the equipment out of the cars. Yeah. Yeah.
This whole time I thought
so
it
like
was free.
they'd put subwoofers and TVs and all. Well, they would pull all that crap back out after the show.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I heard that they wouldn't do anything to like the engine, so sometimes they have like this tricked out car, but then it still would run like shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The exhibit was a part of that.
Oh, this is the one where they deal fucking the muffler like literally launches out.
That's so fucking stupid.
Playing cards, bro.
No, what's this guy? He gambles? What does he do?
He has a gambling problem.
What are you with Tim? He has a gambling problem.
It seems like a little one of those jackpot machines.
Casino
machines.
Can we? Is there a full like view of this van? Oh, is it?
Oh, the inside's hard as fuck.
The inside is hard.
That is hard.
Have you said a piano?
That is a piano. What the fuck?
I put a piano in your minivan.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie though. I would love to have one of those hippie vans.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
would you put a piano in it though?
Not a piano, but it would definitely have the shag carpet.
Look at the fucking playing board in the fucking floor. That's insane.
No, but those were hard, man. Like the backseat turns into a bed and shit.
Yeah, if it didn't have the piano in it for sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, babe, we have hella room in here if we didn't have this fucking piano in the middle.
I do like watching those videos of like, people like live in vans and like how they like keep it.
They tricked it out. They put shit in it.
What we have next, Bazzo?
All right, flames on the side. Oh, God damn.
Some tiki car?
They got a whole fucking stone inside.
Oh, with binoculars. What's up with that dude with the hair?
No, he's crazy looking.
With these, you can see for miles and miles to come.
You
can even see in the future.
That's all Adan right there.
You said cut.
That's insane, bro. She could see everything, though. I'll say that.
Why the tiki thing? Was this bitch Samoan? What was that about?
She probably like going on vacation, bro. She went to Hawaii once.
I went to Hawaii and I loved it. I fell in love with the culture there. Oh, I'll say less, bitch.
I've not gone. So.
Yeah, well, I've been, man. It's good. Don't fuck with the locals, man. Samoans are some big motherfuckers.
Oh, it's a little icy.
Is it what? Oh, a snow cone.
Oh.
That's so fucking dumb, dude.
I know that'd be kind of hard though.
Bro, I would not eat snow cone out of a
dude,
nigga's
like
trunk, bro.
pull up to the pool guy, just be bumping some shit.
Well,
and
give it a couple
selling
weeks and all the wasps and ants are going to be in there.
And it's also like, how do you keep the ice cold back there, right? Like, they
Have
have
an
a
ice
fridge?
machine. That's a little ice
One
machine.
little ice box. Yeah.
That's insane, bro.
No, man, look, imagine, like, instead of a little paletero, man, like, you're just pulling up in a hard-ass truck or car, just fucking selling ices out of that shit.
Slinging all kinds of stuff out of the back.
I don't know. I don't think I'd buy icy out of that car, man. It's just I don't know.
Out of the trunk? Well, what is this one?
Oh, this is the crazy guy inside.
This thing is done. Let's test it out.
What the fuck is that? Oh, it's like a
now
little
gumball machine?
Gumballs.
They put a whole gumball machine.
God,
You imagine
why?
you with a girl, you're like, yo, baby, you want some gum? And she just starts.
So what, this dude had like no personality. He's like, I like candy sometimes, and they're like, okay, gumballs.
Yo, you know what it probably was? You know how Exhibit would go to their house before? He probably had like hella candy wrappers in there. And be like, oh, you don't need candy wrappers anymore because now you got your own gumball machine.
I believe there was an episode where the guy was a trash can guy, right? He picked up trash.
Well, they just put trash in
They
his
put
shit?
a damn arm to pick up trash in his van. I remember
That's
seeing
crazy
that.
because he doesn't work in his personal vehicle.
I mean, it's
dog.
not like he's gonna go around the neighborhood picking up people's
That's
trash.
so crazy, dude.
They put fish tanks and shit in
Yep.
niggas' car too. This is
Crazy.
wild.
What
Imagine
about
trying to
this?
feed. How you gonna feed a fish that's inside your car? Imagine in the summer how hot that fish is gonna get.
Damn fried tilapia.
All right, thank you, Bazzo.
That was Pimp My Ride, man.
That was Pimp My Ride.
Yo, how hard is this theme song
It's so
though?
hard.
It still hits.
For your
You got a pimped out ride. Pimp my ride.
Hey, but no matter how shitty the episodes were, we still watched them.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
just
always cool.
That was classic 2000s TV.
Yeah.
So graduating high school, did you go to a school and learn these traits, or
So
do you have to have like some kind of certificate or license to open a mechanic shop?
You don't necessarily have to have it. It definitely helps. To go into like a certain. I was self-taught.
Really?
Yeah, basically, I've done it again like for several years. There's always been, you got to do your research. Go to YouTube, go to just different forums and stuff, and no, I actually I did not go to a trade school. I still to this point I still wish I still can. So I'd say it's in the future. I would like to actually go to tuning school because that's really big around here. There's hardly any tuning going on. Nobody really tunes. So that would be something that I would definitely be interested in. So it kind of goes with my line of work. You got to do it. So
how did you get into to having your own shop now? Like, so what were the steps before that? What were you doing before?
So before I actually opened up the location where I'm at right now, I worked at home in my home garage, which is a big ass garage. I worked there until the neighbors got pissed off. So
pissed off about all the noise?
Really, it was mostly just some customers and just people coming in all the time. They would come in, 8, 9 o'clock with loud cars, and I could see where that it would kind of piss some people off. It was just all it took is they complained one time. The inspector came out. I was like, you know what, I gotta do something legit. And actually, I was actually working at a chemical plant for the longest, right? But I was always in the background. I was always working on cars for people. It's always been something that I've always done, but I wasn't ready to take that leap to a full blown shop and working for myself and all that. Well, that step got taken for me, right? I got fired from that job.
God damn, why?
So what's crazy is we went on vacation. We went to Cancun with my wife.
Hell yeah.
Got back. I was like, hey, you know what? Lately I've been thinking. I was like, I need to just go ahead and just run with the shop. I'm doing good. I got customers. Got people waiting on me. I need a bigger spot. I need to just go ahead and do it. So that Sunday night, I was like, hey, what if I don't go in tomorrow? I'll just quit. I was like, I was ready. I was fed up with the job. I was kind of tired of it. It really wasn't what, I was just burnt out on it, right?
Right.
So that next morning, I got my coffee. I'm ready to get the guy started because I was a supervisor there. And,
God damn, you said fuck everybody, dude.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? The manager called me up to the office. He fired me for some bullshit stuff that I did not do because I thought it was bullshit, right? And I got home, but that night let me back up. That Sunday night, I talked to my wife. I was like, hey, what if I quit? Like tomorrow, I just won't show up. And she's like, oh, you're crazy. You need to, get your shit together first, and then we'll do it. I mean, she's always supported me 100%, always. Right. So it got made. That choice got made for me that Monday morning. I got back home and I told her, I was like, hey, I got fired. She's like, you quit, didn't you? I was like, no, I got fired. So
wow. So you just happened to wow. So just like you said, that step was taken for you.
It was taken for me, but I was already working up to that, right? I was already trying to gather
working up to getting fired.
Well,
what are your goals in this job? I just want to get fired, bro. Honestly,
yeah. No, so I was working up, as in, I was buying tools because I need, starting up a shop is not cheap. So I was, getting my tools up. I was getting my equipment ready, so that and see, all along the supervisor, my plant manager knew that because I was always open with it, with him about it. That my goal was to eventually, do this, and I think he was just,
So that was just the universe doing it for you. After you got fired, you're like, I have to do it. Like I have to.
So that day I got back home and automatically I was like, you know what? I got to grind ass. I got to grind it. Yeah. I got to hustle. I got to do what I got to do because at the end of the day, I still got bills to pay, just like anybody, And we've been kind of pushing it since. So.
Do you think if you never got fired, would you still be there right now?
I asked myself that question a lot. It was actually at the time, it might have seemed like it was a bad thing that happened, right? But really, that was a step that I needed to progress and make myself better. For my family, for my business. It had to happen.
Like a blessing in disguise.
I was always, tired. I was like, man, I was being loyal to that company for 11 years.
They didn't give a shit about you,
11 years.
That's a long
11 years.
time.
I was there 11 years.
And they just sent you out the door, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it was over some bullshit stuff, and at the end, and it was more or less, he knew that at some point I was going to leave anyways. and he just took that.
So
Yo,
That's that.
now if he comes, man, to get his car fixed with you, fuck
Fuck
his shit
him.
up.
Fuck
Fuck
him.
that shit up, man.
No, I mean he was a good guy. He just business is business.
Business is
and
business.
Yeah, exactly. And I knew that from the beginning. But there was some stuff that we were already butting heads about.
Yeah.
I was on salary and I was having to be there 12 hours, 10 hours, and I was getting paid for 8. That's bullshit.
So then how was the process of opening up your shop and where you're at now? And
So now we're, you could say legit, we're, LLC, we're registered and all that stuff. Before it was just, we were cash business, and we were doing it at the house. So it was basically, just kind of set up everything legally, get registered. My brother, he did our Google stuff, he took care of that. Which I don't do a lot of advertising. I don't know if y'all have seen a lot. I do post stuff, but most of my business is word of mouth.
Yeah.
I will say your one of the things that I think you have the best is your Instagram. Like the reels that you post. I mean, you get tons of hits on there, and you're almost at like 10K followers like through the Instagram.
Yeah.
But it's just posting that content of like
that and the raffles you've done, dude. The fucking raffles are crazy, man. You gave out a Tahoe, you gave out a motor.
Yeah. So
You gave out a Tahoe, like a full car?
yeah, like 4 tires.
Fuck.
No, so yeah, the first raffle I did was a LS motor. It was a nice decked out brand new motor from GM Performance. It was $8,000 motor we gave away. Somebody won it. He actually did not need the motor, so I give him a cash option. Within 30 minutes, and that's what I had said, if the person who wins this wants to take the cash option, whoever bought a ticket has first dibs on wanting to buy it,
Yeah.
Within 30 minutes, that motor was sold afterwards.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
And I didn't make any more money as far as I got back what I gave the guy cash. So,
Right.
So that was pretty good. The next one was a 17-year-old kid. He's a local Dalton guy. I at the time, I still, he deserved it. He was, and some of you guys might know who he is. He's here in Dalton. He won it was a 90. I don't even remember.
Tahoe?
Yeah, it was.
I think it was 97.
No. Either way, he won a 2-door Tahoe. They're rare. It was a Mexican edition. It was actually built in Mexico. Low mileage. It was a clean truck. Had nice wheels, brand new wheels.
Yeah. Lower.
They're hard to find. They're expensive. And he wanted. I think he bought like 3 or 4 tickets. He won it with the first one he bought.
And how much were the tickets?
The tickets were $100.
so you said 3
yeah.
or 4, so $400 for this
Dude, for a
fucking
brand new
deck
Yeah,
car.
out.
he won a.
That's a chance. That's a chance you take because he could have easily paid $400 and not won anything. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And a lot of people, took that hit. The guy actually, he does not work for me anymore, but he did work at the shop with me. And there were some, back and forth from people who, for one, didn't buy tickets, but there's always talk.
Yeah.
The guy,
because they'd be like, oh, you picked him because he works for you.
So it was a scratch off board. It was legit. He
Yeah.
won it fair and square. I try to be as legit as possible as
Right.
far as that goes. I'm not here to fuck anybody over.
Yeah, you better than me,
He
man. I
wanted-
would have given that shit to the boys, boy.
Yeah, but you got me though, right?
Yeah,
You
you
got
bring
me.
that shit back. Bring that shit back in a couple of weeks.
There's definitely if that was the case, it would have been somebody else that would have won it. You know, for sure. Like you said, one of my homeboys for sure. But I was happy for him. He won that Tahoe. So.
Which, those little scratch boards, there's not really a way to cheat that thing because it's already pre-made.
Yeah, they're pre-made. I've shined lights at them just trying to see. You can't see. It's legit. So I think that's the best way to go around it.
So how did you start getting into the whole car show scene, man?
So cars,
I'm guessing
it kinda comes with.
you had the mechanic shop, and then you were like, okay, we should do a car show. How did that come about?
So we've been in. I've helped other people do car shows back like 10 years ago. When the lowrider scene here in Dalton was pretty big. My compadre Noe, he's really big into that, and that group of that club had been doing here in town. They've been doing the car shows, so I've always been around that. Recently, we did another show with some other group of guys at the fairgrounds, which I think they're doing it as well. I just kind of wanted to, do my own thing with my brother. We decided, and my compadre Noe, we were like, hey, Classic Fest, let's do something. But we wanted to include everybody to where it was not generally just lowriders or it wasn't just trucks. It's everybody's your Corvette, more than welcome. So I mean, it's
probably
for
don't.
everybody.
You got to pay first, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this right here is for before April 29th, before the car show. What can we expect to be seen there? What can we expect to go on and everything, and who all is going to be there, including your boys?
Yeah,
Your boys, we're going to be there.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep, for
We're
sure.
gonna
They'll
be
have both.
your favorite big dick men.
Second favorite.
It was the first.
So what can we expect with this car show, and how did you go back to setting this up? Because I know you have Bo Bundy, El
Yes.
Terror de Texas,
Yeah,
coming.
so we've got Bo Bundy, who's coming out of Houston, Texas. He's going to be one of the main rappers there. He's going to be our, I guess you can say, the
headliner?
top headliner. Yep. And then we've got another local band that's going to be playing, Descendencia Tejana. They're going to be playing. We've got another artist, Lalo. He's an artist from Atlanta that's going to be rapping there. Along with just live music entertainment from Sumo Entertainment. He's going to be doing that. And what I'm most excited about, obviously, is seeing the different cars that everybody's going to be bringing out, and the food vendors. Tacos. We got tacos, man. We've got pupusas. There's a pupusa vendor coming out. We've got
Salvatrucha.
oh yeah, exactly. They're bomb as crap. We've got just snack vendors, pancake vendors, drinks, aguas fresca, you name it. Dude, we have like 40 to 50 vendors coming out to the show April 29th. So you guys need to pull up.
Packed house, baby.
Bring your car, bring your truck. Everything's welcome. Just have a good time. It's a family event. Bring your kids. It's going to be fun.
All right, man. The big question is, what are we going to be doing there, dude?
So what I would like to, you guys to be doing is obviously interacting with the people. That's what you guys do. I mean, just come out, have some fun, take some pictures of the models.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
models.
This is
Models.
this was my thought process. We're gonna walk around Mike's, interview each car,
Probably
whatever.
shirtless.
Try to get some fucking illegal street racing going on. Maybe
yeah.
that'd always be fun.
So we also, aside from that, we've got an after party that's going to be going down. I don't know if you guys knew
I
about
heard
that.
about
We've-
the-
No, we didn't.
yeah, we've got
Tenoch, Taboo Lounge.
Yeah, we got an after party going on there. So guys, just have your armbands. Got your armbands ready. You're gonna go in for free. So
Oh shit.
Yep.
Boom.
first round's on me.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
He said that. God, that's a bold statement,
Yep.
brother.
Pull up.
But that's dope. So how did you go about getting Bo Bundy booked for the show?
Bo Bundy.
What that ticket look like though? What's that guy charging these days?
He's charging it's pretty reasonable. I'd
Okay.
say. Yeah, it's not super crazy. It's reasonable.
Gotta get that hotel room though.
Yeah, so we actually he's gonna come out with his guys. I'm not sure yet if he's flying in or if he's coming out, driving. But there's a possibility that he's gonna be bringing also one of his show trucks. So this badass truck, Silverado.
Oh damn, so that's dope. So he's a part, he's immersed in that culture.
Yeah. So
Right.
I mean, the guy that we got, which is Bo Bundy, he's actually in the truck scene. He's part of a major, you said big car club, truck club.
Bro, Slam, H-Town,
Yeah,
Throw
Yeah,
and
man.
Bode.
Have you ever been to Houston and been into the truck scene?
H-Town,
It's huge. It's
H-Town.
huge, man.
Yeah.
Texas is they're on the top dogs for the truck shows right now. So, but aside from just trucks, there's going to be cars. We got the car scene that we would like to pull as well. I mean, there's a ton of people here locally. The Chattanooga car show just happened last weekend, a couple weekends ago.
Yeah.
And it was huge, man.
So-
I love them all.
So how did you get in touch with Bo Bundy?
So we hit him up. I hit him up on Instagram. He replied instantly. I mean, this guy, I've talked to him personally on the phone. Cool as shit. I mean, good guy. He's gonna, we chatted it up, made a deal, and we sent him, his funds, and he's locked in. So
It's
Yeah.
crazy, man, just to think what you never know what you can do with just a DM. Just a whatever.
reaching out.
Because they don't know. They might, like you said, they like what you were doing. They saw what you were doing.
Yeah.
Bro. It looked good. It
So
was great.
I guess the hardest part, honestly, to as a guy, is finding a model. We hit up several models. Either they were all booked. Some of them, a lot of them don't even reply. Honestly.
Yo, Bazzo got a big ass list of models.
Oh, yeah?
He hook
Yeah.
you up with.
He fucks bad bitches.
Oh,
That's
the
all he
time.
does, man.
Yeah. So that was a challenge right there. Just trying to find some models and actually somebody that was actually available to come out and do that. So
All right, so how can we get a podcast going with Bo Bundy, dude? We're trying to get in there, dog.
So Bo, these guys, when you're out here, I know he's gonna do a greet and meet. So he'll be around. I'm sure you guys can just catch him.
Yeah,
Like I said, he's cool as
absolutely.
shit. He's down to earth, guy. I think he's gonna be selling merch. He's got a merch tent. He's gonna be bringing out. So, dude, everybody just pull up, talk to him. I mean, he's gonna be around for sure.
Bro,
He's
that'd be
not just
dope.
performing. He's gonna do a greet and meet. So he's gonna be around. Yeah.
Hard.
That's dope, dude. I was just kind of like thinking of myself here, because as far as what do you think is some good questions to ask a car goer? So I'm thinking like we walk around interviewing people with their different cars. What do you think is some good questions we could ask them?
So, I mean, one of the biggest things is, people work on these cars and trucks and their vehicles or show cars.
They'd be like, "Nos or no?"
Or
They work on
get my
them
cut.
yeah, exactly. They work on them for a while. I mean, it's a passion, no car is the same. It's all something, they've done something different, altogether. Whether it's, they got a different set of wheels or they got a motor mod or something like that, they boosted it, or heck, it's just a wrap, a different color. They all have a reason why they did that, right? So, heck, they could say, hey, this color, my wife likes this color. She forced me to do it, something like that. But yeah, definitely, if you just, question why they choose that as a mod or something like that for their car, that's
Okay.
yeah, because I mean, they're all just, they're gonna all be different answers. How long you been working on it? How much you got into it? Who's funding it? Because daddy's money pays for that shit.
Oh.
Some.
Yeah,
I wish my dad did.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I don't know. I guess I'm trying to just imagine, right? Going up to somebody, I'm like, oh, so why this model of car? Why this? And are you more, I don't know, are you more of a truck guy or a car guy or whatever? You know what I'm
Did
saying?
daddy pay for that shit?
Did
or
daddy
did
pay for
you,
that
or
shit?
you
Yeah,
pay
I
for
mean,
that?
What's
that
up?
is
What's
a big
up?
question, honestly, because a lot of these are daddy phones. Yeah. Yep.
Fucking
So-
Good. I like
Yo.
thanks for the insight.
Have you ever done any kind of racing or anything, or were you ever into it?
Yeah, racing. I mean, it's always. I lost the race. I was coming back from Alabama one day, missed a shift.
With me,
Yeah,
man, you
yeah,
lose a race, you
yeah.
lose your car, bro. That's how I rock.
Pink slips only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm only
How-
rocking pinks.
How you think I got the vet, dude?
No, you bought it. You just told us.
Yeah,
you told us
we
you bought
told
it
the
from your
whole
brother.
story.
So, I mean, on a daily, we watch drag racing videos on YouTube. We're eating lunch at the shop. We're watching videos every day, whether it's autocross racing, drag racing, just anything car related. We're watching on YouTube. I mean, when we say that we like cars, we
Yeah, genuinely
fuck sports.
Well,
We
yeah.
like cars.
What's your thoughts on it? Because here recently too, the racetrack in Fort O, right
Mhm.
before you get over to Chattanooga, they just sold it to developers to make condos and housing and stuff.
Brainerd?
Like that. Yeah.
Brainerd Moore, they sold out.
They
I did
just
not
sold
know
it.
that.
And then another track in Texas, they just sold out
Yeah,
too.
Houston Motor Speedway, I believe. Yep.
For real estate like that.
Yeah, I think on that one in Texas, we've been to that. We went to On the Gas event there, drag racing, and it's a badass place. Why? I don't get why they're trying to get rid of that.
Yeah,
You know,
because
it's fun.
There was a whole article on I saw it on Facebook, but yeah, they were saying it was 15 years that they owned it, and they were just it's just time to
But-
leave.
Yeah.
But do you think the car scene is as big as it was, 2005, 2006? I feel man, maybe it's just a nostalgia thing. Cause I remember being young and when those first Fast and the Furious movies came out,
Mhm.
people were just, I feel cars were just everywhere. And I feel I don't see it. I don't see tricked out cars and stuff like that like I used to see.
I think
Maybe
I
because of-
definitely was fucking had no right to be speeding out of the fucking movie theater after seeing that goddamn movie.
In your,
wanted-
in your Mazda?
I was in a fucking Mazda 66
But
2001.
it's also a different car scene. They're not as exaggerated as they were at one point.
Yeah, I don't think for the most part they're not getting as modified as they were back in the day. Like that, it's just a different scene too. You get the imports; they do get modified like that. Like Fast and the Furious, they do. The truck scene, it's either you're into performance or you're a show truck, right? So there's different scenes that everyone
what's
kinda takes after.
the difference between a performance and a show?
So a lot of them are show trucks are just going to be they're going to get trailered to most events.
Not even driven. Not even
Harley,
driven.
if they got $20,000 paint jobs or more, they're not going to drive them.
Oh,
in
It was
race.
like that when we did our car show. The people pulled up in trailers.
Oh
They didn't
really?
have
I
them.
wasn't there that early.
Because
I don't remember.
Helton, the ones that they're doing, the Barbie Jeep and stuff like that. No,
Oh, yeah.
they get trailered in.
Yeah,
Oh
they do.
really? Wow.
Yeah, so a lot of those, I mean, they got so much money into suspension, paint work, and stuff like that. They're not gonna risk driving it to out of state to damage it, right? They're gonna get trailered in an enclosed trailer. That's a show truck. It's hardly ever gonna get driven. It's gonna go to one show, go to the next one, and then get put back up. That's how
And
they
are those people getting paid for bringing their cars to these car shows?
Not all of them. I mean, people just truly do it just because
For the passion.
For the passion of the car scene, a lot of them, you got these big YouTubers and stuff that are going out to these different shows now. They may or may not get paid for that. I know we've had some here at some of the shows that we've done here locally. We've paid some, we didn't pay others, and it just kind of depends on who they are. So
what do you think about that? Like tricking out a car and then not even driving it.
It sounds
kind of crazy, right?
They'll
It's
drive
like buying
it.
shoes. They buying shoes and not wearing them.
They'll drive it, but it's like minimum.
yeah, so I don't have a show car or show truck, but if I did, I probably wouldn't have it for long. I'd love to just beat the shit out of mine, and I'm gonna drive mine shit.
Because I feel like just generally with anything that I buy new, I'm gonna wear it as soon as I can.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know what I mean? Or like something like that, or like I'm gonna use it as soon as I can. So yeah, I think that'd be very hard, but I see how people kind of almost as a collectible.
I mean, like you put so much money into it. Like, do you want to see it get fucked up?
And so
But I also want to use it though. I feel like
there's-
it's like a balance of it. Like I don't want to fuck it up, but I also
where would you
wanna-
eat? Where would
yeah.
you take it? Like the safe places, the grocery store, like
You
know what I mean? Like, where you taking it?
For example, like in Ringgold, downtown Ringgold, they have a cruise in like every 2 weeks or every second week of whatever. And like it's old people, like they'll have it in their garage, literally covered up,
and they'll just
forever.
use it just to go out to that one.
Yeah, they'll go
event.
do the little
Okay.
cruise. Go
That's
get
more
some,
of the classic stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the classic cars. They, the older folks, they usually got the Chevelles, the Camaros, the Mustangs.
I don't know. I don't know. Ringo was in the car scene like that.
No,
dog.
because like I live in like the middle of nowhere. It's a Chickamauga, and out there there's like
He runs that shit though.
there's a bunch of older people. That's like where like a lot of people go to retire and they get to like little retirement homes. But
They
like
got money when
yeah.
they live there.
That's why he's there. He got money because he's fucking rich.
But now, like, I'll be like coming home from work, right? And if it's like a nice day, like I'll see like a nice, like old school, like 80s style truck or like a Corvette, like back in the day, or like a Camaro or something.
So really, like I said, it comes down to what you have at the time. You either have a show car that you're gonna, baby, pamper, you're gonna, treat. It's gonna get put up in the garage, or you're gonna have something that you want to enjoy, like a race truck or a race car, and you're gonna beat the shit out of it, every weekend.
I'm beating the shit out of every time, brother.
That's me.
Just for no reason.
Yeah.
Just start kicking it, denting it. and shit.
God, I do have a dent in the back of my Jeep in the bumper, and it just pisses me
Dude,
off.
I didn't
You're a
I
drunk
got-
driver, man. That
No,
happens.
no. First of all,
Oh, my boy, drunk driver.
I do not.
Hey, anytime he drinks one sip of beer, he's like, "Yo, pass him the keys. I'm behind the wheel."
Yo, he don't even drive unless he's drunk, bro.
That's
He's like,
not-
it just doesn't,
Yo, when
it
he's
doesn't
sober,
feel the same.
like he doesn't even drive to work because he ain't drunk.
None of that is true, dude. I remember I was arrested once as a young child. I was 17 years old for
What?
DUI.
Oh yeah, because that's why you love driving.
But ever since then, dude, I will not get behind the wheel like at all if I've like drinking a little bit.
How was that? Were you like in there with like a bunch of grown ass men that beat the
Yeah,
shit out of
yeah.
their wife and shit?
Just a bunch of grown like older
That's what grown-ass
dudes,
men do.
Yeah.
grown like older like white men. They were just like, oh,
Did you meet Ray Ray?
No. I was Ray Ray. Dog, in that bitch. You
I
feel
thought
me?
Ray Ray was a real person, like a local drunk everybody knows.
No. He just made out with guys.
Ray Ray there.
So, performance swap. I was gonna ask you something else, and I completely forgot about it, dude. But so, what is next for you guys, or do you guys have anything else coming up? I feel like the main thing right now is we need is the classic car shows what we have going on.
Yeah, so right now
right?
we've been of course doing our normal working on customers' cars that we have at the shop, but on the afternoons, man, we're hustling trying to get the stuff set up for the show as well. There is a lot that goes into it, from liability issues, getting insurances, and passing out flyers, getting vendors, stuff like that. There's a good bit that goes into that. And hopefully, the people come out. We have some fun. We have a lot of cars out there, and at the end of the day, it's about having a good time with the cars, showing them off. I mean, we put so much money into our cars and trucks. Why not bring them out?
Yeah, let you see them.
Exactly. Just bring them out, have fun, do a burnout here and there. Just be safe about it.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Unless you're a Mustang, don't be burning out in that shit.
So,
don't even bring it.
I mean, I have a work truck. It's a dually. That one is not fast. My truck's not fast, but it is loud as hell. So it's. I mean, you could hear it probably 2 or
You
3
want
neighborhoods.
another shot.
Well, you're going to anyways. I don't think there was. I was just gonna serve them up, brother. So just in honor of Cinco de Mayo, man, what is your go-to Mexican drinking song?
Drinking song?
Or I'll just say, or just party.
Party? Nah, I'll say drinking. Because I mean, it's two different things. Because if I'm going to party, I'm gonna listen to like some reggaeton.
Oh, you little spicy bitch.
But if I'm out here like drinking with the boys, like carne asada type beat, probably like either Los Cardenales or Ramon Ayala.
Yeah,
I forget how Mexican though. You're mad Mexican.
Yeah.
I mean, Ramon, you can't go wrong with Ramon.
you can't.
No,
No,
you can't. dude.
Tragos amargos, dog.
he's-
I'm fucking.
So many people have gotten drunk to him. I mean, it's unreal.
Dude, and like the
Yeah.
thing, like here lately, I don't know why too, but like I've been listening to like fucking like parent music, like Pedro Infante. Bro, like I used to like
Yeah, I'm not that old yet.
Yeah, dude, that's a crazy thing though, because like
How crazy is it that his name is Pedro Infante, but he's old as hell?
yeah.
He's no
Right?
infant.
Right?
He's no infant.
It's wild.
Oh, he's dead now.
Yeah.
No, I know, but still.
But nah, like he's just like that little like chill, like lo-fi type beat and like
They got
those-
lo-fi Mexican music.
Yeah.
They got lo-fi Mexican music.
It's like that lo-fi type beat.
All
And like,
right.
it's just like nice little relaxing thing. I don't know why I just started getting into that shit too. And I'm just like, God, this is some 50s music.
Yeah, no, I get you.
I'm big into the new era right now, dude. I'm so big into it.
Like Peso Pluma?
Bro,
that's my.
I'm guilty. Yeah, that's my.
I mean, lately,
hard. Yes.
See, yeah.
So it's getting there. It's growing on
Yeah,
you.
it
No,
is.
but like you said, drinking music. You can drink that? You can get drunk as fuck too.
I mean,
Oh,
he talks about coke and doing drugs, so
Yeah. No, I mean just like just any of the new shit, like the even the Grupo Frontera with Bad Bunny
Yeah.
and like Está Bailando. It's the pigs right now. Hold up.
Mhm.
Está Bailando Sola. Like just all that shit. Just like oh man, it's fucking hitting for me right now, dog. Summertime weather, I think, is what it is.
Yeah,
mainly.
definitely.
Anyways, Kelvin.
I'll go drinking as well, man. I got to go with the GOAT, man. My boy Chente, bro. You know,
Yeah,
man.
he's a
You know, sigo siendo el rey, man. That shit is
That's a
just. There's
bop.
something about when you hear them fucking trumpets kicking right in the beginning, bro. That you're just like, holy shit. Some shit's about. And it's like only certain songs that do that. That you just like you hear the first
like,
like 5
goosebumps.
seconds, and
You're
you're like,
like,
oh my god, it's about to go down.
About to go.
Yeah,
so-
anytime I see any boxer or any fighter come out to that shit,
winning.
it's just like, oh my
Oh,
god.
by the way, dude. Just random question.
Oh,
Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, they're fighting today when this was recorded. So it's already been weeks, whatever. Who do
Oh,
you
so
think-
somebody gonna look crazy right now, huh?
So I think I'm gonna boldly say Tank fucking wins. I mean, he might knock him out, but I don't know for sure. But I think Tank wins.
You know, I think that usually the loudmouth always loses.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be doing it for a reason.
look at Floyd though, man. He always been a loud mouth. He never
Yeah,
lost.
but he never boxed.
Okay,
I mean,
you're right. I hate when people say that.
Wait, he
Here we go.
boxed.
Here we
but
go.
He was more
the
of a
point of boxing is not to get hit
He
in the
was
face,
boxing.
bro.
He was never a fighter.
But he was a
Yeah, he's never
defensive
a
fighter.
fighter.
He was a defensive fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
but
this
also-
boxing is not fighting. They're
No,
like,
no,
oh, we're here to
yeah,
fight.
yeah.
We're here to box,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
I mean,
he's
Floyd,
defensive.
I'm trying to win.
if you're watching this, I
He
paid
is.
$90, $100 for your fight, and some of them were boring.
Yeah,
I mean, straight
very,
up. Yeah.
very. 'Cause, yeah, he doesn't.
It's
He doesn't
like-
bring that energy. He doesn't-
UFC wise, it's like when Adesanya fought Romero.
Just waiting, just feeling it out, just figure it out.
No, I'll say watching it is definitely not entertaining, but I feel like at the end of the day, like the point is to get in the ring,
No,
not
yeah,
get
yeah,
hit,
He
and
was
win the fight.
He was raking in his bag.
No,
I mean,
like he's I would say like he's up there. He's one of the goats.
Yeah, he found that
He's the
formula.
goats.
He found that formula. That's what
Like
he did.
he's up there, but I mean he's a boring fighter, so nobody.
Yeah,
That's why a
yeah.
lot of people hated him.
I think a lot of people can agree with that though. That he was just his fights were boring. He might have been good at defending,
I
but
feel,
Okay,
like, I feel
well-
like his promo was the most interesting thing. of his
Well,
fight.
well, fucking Gervonta Davis puts people to fucking sleep. Gervonta Davis has power. He looks like shit in like the first 4 or 5 rounds. So I'm gonna give him probably the first couple rounds to Ryan.
But-
and I think fucking Gervonta Davis sleeps him.
But why?
He got knocked down by Luke Campbell, and goddamn, I know Gervonta
But-
Davis hits harder than Luke Campbell.
We gotta do it then. We gotta do it then.
Yeah,
We'll do it
We'll do it at
then.
the end. We'll do it at the end. We'll do it at the
Yeah,
end.
we gotta do it then.
We'll just take another one.
I was,
Nah,
We'll do another- we'll do another one at the end.
I'm not doing another one.
We're gonna do another one at the
Let's
end.
save this one.
Salud,
Go ahead.
brother.
Go ahead, man.
But all right, so if Gervonta Davis was so confident and like so, well, that tastes different than the first time. That tastes kind of like nutty, a little like
Pause.
peanuts,
Yeah.
peanuts.
Mm.
But so like if Gervonta Davis was so like serious and like not scared about it, why did he put so many stipulations?
he
and, like,
did. He
clauses
did.
upon
I
that
mean,
thing?
just the way like
Yeah.
he couldn't regen, right?
Like even what's his name, Devin Haney.
Which is also a pussy, I think.
You think so?
I think Devin Haney's a pussy.
He even said, "I ain't no bitch. I ain't gonna put no stipulations. We just run it whenever."
I'll say pussy the way he fights.
I
He
mean,
fights like
he's
Floyd
covering
Mayweather.
his ass, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, but
And then Tank also came in overweight, and then they had to give him extra time to lose weight.
it's crazy because he's like 5'4", dude.
So how much are you guys betting? Because it sounds like y'all want to.
Actually, I have $50 on Tank already, and that's the most I'm doing. I'm good
So
there.
I don't watch boxing at all. And whenever I saw Ryan
So
Garcia,
who you got? Who you got?
I'll say Ryan Garcia.
Well, let's bet me and you right here.
Oh,
Let's do a 50.
Bust out that
$20.
Benjamin.
Tony, we do a 20.
I don't go higher than that. That's
I
it.
like it. I like
All right.
it.
Out of 20. I mean, obviously, I just bet with George, so you know my answer. Definitely Tank, man. I think that boy's going to take it, man. I think Ryan's too pretty, man, and it's his time.
He is.
to go down.
He's young. He's younger, right? He's a lot younger than him.
So who do you think?
I'm going to have to go with Ryan. I mean, really, just he's Hispanic. I got to.
Yeah, I know.
I'll say
I
my
got
heart definitely says Ryan for sure for that
Mine
reason.
doesn't.
But just
Mine does not, and not even one bit, dude.
really, you don't feel any type of connection?
No, nothing from some.
You think it's because he's like so fucking like white? Like he's already in the white culture.
He's washed for sure.
Yeah,
Kinda.
definitely.
He doesn't even know Spanish, dude. He doesn't know
No, he
Spanish
doesn't.
like that.
He doesn't.
He's a no
No
sabo.
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 You know what I mean? So don't talk to me about you're from my people, dog.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
You can't even
But-
talk to our people.
I don't know. Like whenever he first came out, I always tagged him and shit like on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh look at this guy. But it started out as a joke, right? Because I don't even like keep up with boxing like that.
Yeah.
And now like I'm committed to the joke. I gotta say, I'm,
You gotta ride with him. You gotta ride with him. Greatest of all time.
Which
Go.
of course, Ryan's good, right? He'd beat any of our asses. Like that dude's an
Undefeated.
animal.
Oh,
Undefeated
nah,
with a padded record. Right?
I would
dude?
fucking fold that guy
Fighting
right now.
tomato cans.
I'd probably sit on him. He wouldn't be able to get
No,
it.
no, I feel like he's
I'll
small,
fold him.
right? We just all grab him, just
Yeah,
start
exactly.
biting him and shit.
Okay, we get out of hand. Now it started who he's gonna win about. Like now it's how we would beat his ass.
He's trying to wrestle him now.
Yeah. All right, man. Y'all ready to get the fuck out of here or what, man?
Miles, real quick, because this is before April 29th right now. What do you have to tell them about the car show and why they should come out?
And
And
why
when, where, why, who, and why, and where, and how.
So we've got a ton of vendors coming out, a lot of food vendors. For one, that's a bonus. A lot of nice cars and trucks are going to come out. A lot of good people, family people, and you guys need to come out. It's going to have
See
a good
there,
time.
April 29th, the fairgrounds, baby.
Dawn Fairgrounds.
Yo, if you don't
Salud.
show up, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Salud.
Quit being a bitch.
Hey, you're right, man. Here we go.
Here we go.
I haven't even ate breakfast, dude. I'm over here fucking taking shots.
Yeah.
Bro, it's fucking.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's
Facts.
2:40 in the.
Yeah, I haven't ate shit today. I'm over here taking shots.
I ate 2 sandwiches.